sir.
In February 2002, photo exhibition about Nepal in German in January 2002. Photo exhibition in every Nepal travels about Kathmandu for over 3 years. Nepal, French British is found near London and worked in the city of London for the past 14 years. Since arriving in Nepal,
a distinguished guest, journalist, ladies and gentlemen. I am very happy to be here in this august gathering of volunteers of international repute, that they are helping our Nepal to introduce in the world and global area through their contributions, through photography and through other kinds of activities. Volunteer, a multidimensional word in its sense. The meaning of volunteer is a person who is doing a job without being paid for it. A person who is doing a job without being forced to do it, or doing something with self-interest, self-esteem, self-intent, and commitment to make the change in human life. The Nepal, the great country of the world, though it is small in size, lies between two biggest countries of the world economically. We gave birth to a Lord Buddha, the light of the Asia, now the light of the world, and the light of the universe, and light of the globe. Once a volunteer approached to Gautam Buddha and asked, Bhante in Pali, I want to serve the humanity. I want to volunteer. Would you like to give me some tips on that? Gautam Buddha remained silent for a while and asked him, my dear friend, have you ever volunteered on yourself? Do you know who you are? From where you came? Why you are here? Why you are living? When you die, what is your destination? Or you are the destination unto yourself? Without answering real questions, without really knowing yourself, without self-love, you will not be able to love others. Without self-respect, you will not be able to respect others. Without knowing one's uniqueness, you will not be able to recognize the uniqueness of others. Then in the name of service and in the name of volunteering, you may harm other people instead of helping, because the volunteering can happen when there is wisdom, there is intelligence, there is sensitivity, there is awareness of the self and humanity. And now we are living in a global village. But this earth is really a mistake. The climate change, the global warming, melting of the Arctic ice, raising the surface of ocean, depletion of ozone layers, deforestations, population growth, energy crisis, what not? Nuclear proliferations. And this beautiful earth can be destroyed for 30,000 times with the atomic bomb, hydrogen bomb, neutron bombs, biological weapon, chemical weapon that we possess. And there is poverty, no sanitations, no health, no education to humanity who are on earth. That's why a person who is interested in volunteering has a great responsibility on the planet, on multidimensional aspect of life. One has to be very sensitive. And volunteering means exchanging culture on a global basis, societal engagement, or global navigation, going from one corner to another corner, knowing all about the cultures, the way human beings are living, the problems one is facing, the solution we can bring about in this way or in that way, is the work of volunteering. This volunteering, job of volunteering is really great responsibility. Those who are involving in it are great heart, and they have lots of wisdom and intelligence here, and they want to make difference in the human life in this way or in that way. That's why they are contributing in many respects. But when we think in terms of volunteering the humanity on earth, we should think, what is our connection? What is our global connections? According to our Eastern philosophy, human body has a mud particles, and these mud particles connects us to whole earth, the beautiful earth. Look at the greenery, flora and fauna, panorama, mountains, rivers, and birds, and animals, the oxygen. See the beauty of this earth? And we are connected. The particle of the mud which is in our body is connected to our earth, Mother Earth. The heat in our body connects us to the sun. The air we are inhaling and exhaling connects to us, the whole aerial atmosphere. The water which is flowing in our body connects us to the Pacific, Black Sea, Adriatic, and Alps, and clouds in the sky. And the space which is within our body, where thoughts are emerging and collapsing, where emotions are emerging and collapsing, when tissues, molecules, fibers are emerging and collapsing, there is a space within us, and there is a space without us. And we are vast. Yes, this is space. That's what the Buddha is talking about. Being totally one with the whole universe, the Sunya. And out of zero, everything emerges. Into zero, everything collapses. And we have a power within this human body, what we call the spirit. In the language of Upanishad, Veda, and according to all the enlightened masters of the world, according to Buddha, we call it a total sunya. Okay, there is a glass, half filled. Somebody say it is half filled. Somebody can say it is half empty. But we have a spirit within us. The human spirit is the ultimate current of this universe. Without human spirit, can there be the innovation of electricity by Edison? Impossible. Can there be innovation of atomic energy by Albert Einstein's cause and effect theory, theory of relativity? E is equal to mc square? Impossible. Is there any possibility of any language without spirit? Whether it is A or Ka or one, any language. The source of language, source of any idiom is human spirit. When a person of intelligence who is trying to volunteer the humanity has the essence of that spirit. Without spirit, without that essence, one cannot be a true volunteer. That's why those who are volunteering to help humanity are really great. And in this global village, we are moving from one continent to another continent, one state to another state, and exchanging all kinds of diversity of the world. And the world is becoming richer and richer, greater and greater in a way. And the fundamental thing, what we have to understand is the love, the compassion, the humanity must prevail in our all actions. And in a way, the great masters, whether it is Jesus Christ, in anybody else, they are sharing their love, compassion. They are sharing their love. They are sharing their realization without seeking anything from anybody else. That is the essence and meaning of volunteering. And of course, John F. Kennedy, the American president, started volunteering, launched volunteering in 1960 through American Peace Corps volunteers. And then Britain started. And then Japan, and German, and Danish, and Korean, and so many other nations followed it. And now, all this volunteering is really creating this or a real global village in essence, because they are exchanging things through so many dimensions, through yoga and meditations, through lecturing, through photography, doing community development, working on health and sanitations, and all kinds of things are happening. And of course in Nepal, this is a beautiful country with lots of beautiful things. And in a way, we have started skydive over the Mount Everest, and bungee jumping, mountain flights, flora and fauna, natural lakes, wildlife watching, bird watching, World Heritage Centers, all kinds of beautiful temples created in medieval age, and so many beautiful things are in our country. And those volunteers who are working in this country are doing a great job to introduce our nation in global arena. That's why we need all the volunteers who have the intelligence and who are balancing their life with IQ, intelligent quotient, and EQ, emotional quotient, and SQ, a spiritual quotient. And when a person is totally balanced, and that person becomes full of order. The mind, human mind is not full of order. And only a person whose mind is full of order can be creative. And human mind is not full of order, that's why it It is destructive. It is monkey. Jumping from one thoughts to another random thoughts without any secrets. That's why spiritual science in the East, actually, from our land, we can share yoga and meditations and so many kind of things. With that, we can really invite all kinds of people from the world to visit our nations for our beauty, for our spiritual innovations. They will come and watch and see so many things here on all dimensions. And then the challenge actually is we have to maintain law and order situation in this country. The only challenge for tourists and journalists and all kinds of beautiful people who want to visit this country is a law and order situation. And if law and order situation is alright, all Nepalese people are so hospitable, so kind. Exceptions are always there. In few percentage, everywhere, human beings are making mischievous things. But in general, Nepal is a great country. Nepalese are great people. They have a loving and compassionate heart. They welcome all sorts of tourists with their heart and soul to visit this beautiful country and take exchange whatever they find here in our country. And of course, life is so beautiful, and life is really a sort of traveling. We are traveling from the womb of mother. A small molecule in the womb of mother starts traveling and takes and will just go on dying and emerging. And this life is full of traveling. Traveling from one place to another place, one life to another life, one situation to another situation. And that's why this traveling and tourism has a great importance in human life. That's why through this volunteering, we will be able to expand the global societal engagement in a very proper way. And in the coming days too, and this organization will go on doing this kind of thing. And I would like to thank this organization organizing such a beautiful program. And I would like all the participants to thank you very much for being here with us and sharing your ideas with us. Thank you very much.